Next, let us look at the inverse kinematics of a spherical manipulator. In the case of a spherical manipulator, again, this is a problem that we had done, uh, wherein, I will tell you the section. It was this one, 4.2G. Here we had done the transformation matrix of spherical manipulator, so I have taken the same image. So suppose if we are going to have a spherical manipulator of whom we want to find out, of which we want to find out the inverse kinematics, that means we are interested to know what is going to be the value of theta 1, theta 2, d3. These are the three joint variables when the position and the orientation of the end effector is given by this matrix 0 t3. So again, as I said in the previous cases also, 0 t3 right now I have just written as some notations, but in the numerical problem 0 t3 will be having some values. So based on that we have to find out. Anyway, so the same step that we used previously, we will use it here again. The first thing that we have to do is we have to write the link parameter. I have already discussed how to write the link parameter of this one. So I will directly substitute the equation of the link parameter and the equation of AI that we have been using. We can directly write those as this, and now based on this I can write a1, a2, a3. I missed out a2. Okay, so I can write a1, a2, a3 as I have done it previously. So I will directly write that equation of a1, a2, a3 here, this one, and now we can write this as equation number 2. So this is my equation number 2, and already I am having equation number 1 here. So now the next step is that I will equate. So equating 1 is equal to 2. What will I get? We will get this one. Now we can find out the link variables that we have already said. In this case is theta 1, theta 2, d3. So theta 1, theta 2 and d3, that is what we have to find out. So now from here, see, you have to be careful because here d2 is only the link length. It's not a link variable. Link variables are the ones that we have put the star here. So d2 already we know. By the structure itself, we know what is the value of d2. So we have to consider that d2 is known. Now based on that, how will I write this? So here you can see that I am having s1 and c1. So that can make tan of theta 1 or minus tan of theta 1, and from that I will be able to get theta 1. Once I get theta 1, I can basically either use this one to get theta 2 or any one of these equations, because I already know theta 1, so I will be I can use any of these equations. So there are many number of ways in which we can do it. Once I get theta 2, I can use this part of the equation to get the value of d3. So that will finish my theta 1, theta 2 and d3 that I have to find. So let me do it. So one by one. I will write sine 1 by minus cos 1 is equal to minus of tan theta 1, and which if I am taking from here, then I should be able to say what is the value here. So it is r12 divided by r22. So I will write that is equal to r12 by r22. So this left hand side matrix, it's basically, it will be some numerical. So based on that I can find out. Okay, so therefore I can say that if I take the minus the other side, I can say that theta will be equal to tan inverse of minus R12 divided by R22. So let me rub this one off. Yes. So now I have found out theta 1. I have found out theta 1. So let me put that in a box. So once I have found out theta 1, next I have to find out theta 2. So theta 2, I already told you that I can use these two and find out, or even since I already know theta 1, I can use these two to find out. What I'll do is I'll just basically follow this and try to find out theta 2 based on these two equations. So I will say then, so let me write, then we find, okay, no need to write that, we'll write straight away S2 minus S2 by minus C2 is equal to tan of theta 2, which is R31 divided by R33. Therefore, I straight away get theta 2 is equal to tan inverse of R31 by R33. So that gives me the value of theta 2, which was the second link variable. So theta 1, theta 2 I have found out. Then I have to find out d3, which is automatically it is written here, and minus d3 c2 is equal to dz. Therefore d3 is equal to minus of dz divided by c theta 2. So that will be my third joint variable that I am finding. So based on that, we have finished the inverse kinematics of a spherical manipulator. Thank you.